Alright, what's going on guys? It's GSR here. So I wanted to teach you guys how you can beat Sub-Zero's Throat Slice combo string. So his forward one is 10 frames on startup, which is a pretty good mid. It's short range, but if you space this out, I'm pretty sure he's -4 on block, but don't quote me on that. Now he is -5 on block, so he is safe, but if he was to press another button, technically he would be unsafe. Now his hit advantage is pretty high off of this, so keep that in mind. So he can hit you with the forward one stop. You try to disrespect him, and if you don't know anything about the hit advantage and you don't show any respect, he can go into another forward one and then, you know, link that in with the complete combo string and get a full meterless combo that will eventually force you to break. So it's a short range mid, as you can clearly see. Max range is right here. And I'm pretty sure if he spaces this out, he's more than likely -4, but like I said, don't quote me on this. Now, he can stagger the forward one and go into multiple forward ones if he wants to, as you can clearly see. You see how quick that is? So he can kind of fake you out and then go directly into it, and then, you know, you kind of see what's going on with that. Now, he can go into a down one situation after the forward one decently quick, which is very possible, but going for a throw, I'm going to let you guys hear the button when I mash it. You see how delayed that is? So it's like he can't just immediately throw you afterwards, you know what I mean? Like, he has to actually wait for a brief moment and then throw you, just like that, right? So keep this in mind if you are maining Sub-Zero, and keep this in mind if you're not maining Sub-Zero, right? But if the opponent's reaction time is shitty, then you can throw them all the time. If the opponent is so focused on the mix-up, which more than likely they will be because they don't want to get mixed and put into a combo, which both options lead into a launcher situation, obviously, you know, like, how should I put it? Like, eventually, you will feed into temptation, right? You will feed into that. Alright guys, so Sub-Zero's forward 1-2 combo string is -7 on block, right? So there are characters in the game such as Liu Kang, right? And Raiden, and then there's possibly other characters that are gifted with a 6-frame standing one or something like that, that can get a complete punish on Sub-Zero's forward 1-2, right? If Sub-Zero decides to just go for the forward 1-2 and that is it. Now, however, there are certain characters in the game that are gifted with a 6-frame poke, whether it's a down 1 or down 3. For my main character, which is Leatherface, he is gifted with a down 3 that is 6 frames on startup. So he'll get the hit advantage and then he'll gel you and then do whatever the hell he's trying to do afterwards, right? So I'm going to show you guys some examples of how Sub-Zero can get punished if he takes it upon himself to, you know, commit into this, and that's it, and you make a correct read predicting that that's exactly what he's going to do. Alright guys, so if Sub-Zero goes for the forward 1-2 into the command throw, we need to figure out what we can do to prevent him from doing this. So if he does this, we can backdash, we can neutral crouch, get a combo, we can armor through, we can actually go for our X-ray, we can actually jump up, get a punish accordingly, and then do whatever the hell we want to do. However, Sub-Zero has a forward 1-2-2 combo string that leaves him -14 on block, and we need to figure out how we can punish him. Very simple, just go for a frame that's faster than 14 frames, whether it's 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and you kind of get the idea. And he'll get punished accordingly, right? Now, if you were to backdash, it's not going to work. As you can clearly see, if I was to jump, it's not going to work. If I neutral crouch, it's not going to work. If I try to armor through, it's not going to work. If I try to X-ray, it's not going to work, right? So this forward 1-2-2 is going to condition you to respect the command throw, and then, you know, that's when the command throw comes out, and then he can do all this extra shit. Now, if he was to try and pull up a 50-50 on you, you have a lot of options here. So one of your options is that you can just do this, and you can punish him. If you try to backdash, he can actually stop you, and that's another thing that I want to mention. If you backdash and he predicts that you're going to backdash, he can meter burn the Frost Hammer, and he could pop you up into the air for a combo and force you to break. So keep this in mind. Another thing that he can actually do is that he can actually go for a slide, which is going to condition you to block low automatically. And then, you know, since he's minus 22 on block, you can go for a full punish. Now back to this, right? You can actually armor through. You can just do this and, you know, call it a day. Now, it doesn't seem possible for Leatherface to get some form of a punish here because of the pushback and the block stun. I've been labbing with this extensively, and I've been trying to time it correctly, and I haven't been getting a counter or anything like that. However, if you get put into the corner as Leatherface, right, and you time this correctly, as you can clearly see, I got a counter, and then, you know, you can go in for whatever combo that you want, and you can call it a day. Now, another thing that this character can do to you if he predicts that you're going to backdash is that the character can actually commit into a meter burned ice ball. Now, if you try to backdash, this is what's going to happen. If you try to jump into the air, this is what's going to happen. If you try to neutral crouch, this is what's going to happen. If you try to press a standing 1, as you can clearly see, that's what's going to happen. If you do not have a 6-frame standing 1, you're not beating this out. Now, since I have a 6-frame poke, I can stop him and he wasted a bar meter. I can gel him and now I can put him into a combo. You see what I mean? If he disrespects me. Now, another thing that you can actually do is you can armor through, and if you can armor through, then you can do this. Alright, cool. Now, Leatherface seems to be the only character so far that I've labbed with that can actually hit him just like that, where you can actually punish him for doing that, as you can clearly see there, and then I can go for a gelling situation. But if I was to do this with Liu Kang at this range, Liu Kang's forward 1 would whiff, Raiden's forward 1 would whiff, Tremor's forward 1 would whiff, and all 3 of these characters have a 6-frame normal, right? So it would whiff, but when it comes to Leatherface, that's not necessarily the case. I don't know if there's any other character in the game that has a 6-frame normal that has pretty good range to where they can punish him. But Leatherface it seems like he's the only character that can actually do this to Sub-Zero. Now, if I go to Liu Kang or, you know, Raiden or, you know, Tremor, doesn't matter what character I pick, basically. What'll happen here is that Sub-Zero will get punished by a character that is gifted with a 6-frame normal, right? Now, Reptile has one of the fastest, if not the fastest, special move in the game. It's a slide that starts with like 6 frames if he meter burns it, I think. And he could punish Sub-Zero like a lot, so I'll show him afterwards. So if Sub-Zero was to take it upon himself to, you know, commit into the ice ball, and you made a correct read knowing that they're going to do this, there's a reason why they would do it, to check the backdash, but not only that, to check you if you try to go for, like, you know, a standing 1 or standing 2 that's not 6 frames. Like, there's a lot of different reasons why a Sub-Zero player would do this. It creates a spacing situation too with a lot of blocks done. So since we have a 6-frame normal, as you can clearly see, I hit him, but as you can clearly see, I stopped him in his tracks. So you can go for, like, you know, whatever combo that you want, and you can get like whatever fancy combo that you desire, and you kind of see what's happening here. And yeah, like Sub-Zero will get interrupted and he'll get beat out every single time. So I'm gonna show you guys Reptile real quick.
Reptile. Sub-Zero.
So Reptile has, like I said, one of the fastest, if not the fastest, special move in the entire game, and it travels a very long distance, and it keeps him pretty low to the ground to where you can go underneath highs possibly. If we look at his slippery slide, it's 6 frames, like I said. Like, that's 6 frames, bro. So, like, let's see here. Like, he can, like, that shit is quick as hell. You see that? Even if, you know, I was to block this, right? Let me see if I can get it, because there's a lot of blocks in there. Yeah, there it is. It acts as a counter. You see that? When it comes to this situation here, you can just interrupt him through it. But as you can clearly see, like, I can punish him every single time he does that. And you guys kind of get the idea here. When it comes to Sub-Zero committing into shit and, you know, what you can do to punish. And hopefully these examples gave you guys a good, you know, insight on how, like, you can punish this character. And if there's any more information about this, then you guys can talk about it in the comment section down below. But with that being said, that's all I really have to say about this. Let me know if you guys would like to see more MKX videos. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.